Such an amazing poem.
I feel it every time
Yes.
I say it. Like when I was distant and aloof, you know, I've been there. When I turned my back on you, and he was always there to forgive me,
Yes.
because I'm still here.
You are, by His grace. I can definitely say that in your book, your heart is on each one of these pages. And I admire that you are just so transparent in a way where you can just share your life with the world like that. So thank you again for reading that poem. It's truly my favorite. And I know you guys can see why. Now, you went from a coin toss to get here to Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Then you went to prostitution. Then you went to being a flight attendant. But even with that, you spiraled down with drugs. And then scooters.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Such a transition, scooters. Now, how did scooters play a role in your life? What was that about?
My mother told me to get off of drugs, I had to replace it with something.
Okay.
And so I thought, well, I'll replace it with scooter riding.
Okay.
And so I took up scooter riding. And when I bought my scooter, I didn't know how to ride it. Okay.
Yeah.
And when I got to the place, I asked the guy to show me how to drive, so I could ride home. And I've been riding scooters ever since.
So what is it? Is it like an excitement, like an endorphin high? You just feel like a rush when you're on that scooter?
Yes. I remember when I was riding it, I'd be on the highway or a street, I would pass my turn. I'd be so into riding my scooter.
Just going.
You know, just going, you know. I loved it.
Scarf in the wind.
And I still want to ride.
Yeah.
But I dare not ride.
Yeah. Now,
anymore.
With those scooters, Miss Paula has actually had a near fatal accident with the scooters. And tell us a little bit about that accident. Now, how many accidents have you been in with scooter riding?
I was a moving target.
Okay. How many accidents have you been in?
4.
4. And one of the 4 was near fatal?
I think they all were, really. But the last one kept me in the hospital for over 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened? Was it just like a...
Well, SUV was driving down Colfax, and I was going across Colfax, and he was going towards each other, and he decided to make a left-hand turn, and he's trying to beat the light, and he caught me. So he ran into my left side, and he broke this whole side up.
Wow.
I had 7 broken bones.
My goodness.
I had to have my hip replaced, my back, my neck, and the doctor said I had a brain problem. I didn't want to believe him. But I realized after a time that I was off a little. I was sane enough to know that I was off. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
I had a hard time comprehending some things. And that was embarrassing, and it's a little embarrassing now.
Well, I would
when
say
I tell people.
Being in the hospital for 3 months, how did that give you, did you just have so much time to just focus on your life?
No, I don't know. I was focusing on trying to get out of there. Wanted to come home. But when they finally released me, I was so scared to come home, to be out, away from the hospital. I was scared.
Yeah.
And when I got home, I didn't go anywhere. I stayed in my house.
So how did the book play the role? When did that start?
Oh, okay. When I was in the hospital, I was there a month and a half, and a woman came to visit me, and she sang. And it was so beautiful. I had to write about it, but I couldn't understand the words because my brain was bleeding.
Yeah.
And so it was so beautiful, I didn't want to lose it. So that night, I stayed up, and I wrote my first poem, Angel Sings. And that's how my book got started.
That's a good one. So we're going to talk about your book, Hope, everyone. This is Miss Paula Barlow's book, Hope. and we're going to talk about this book, this amazing book of poems.
Okay.
And your life on each page. How did you come up with the title, Hope?
Hope. Well, when I saw that picture,
which is on her cover, this picture back here, it's amazing. You can't see any face.
I felt that just grabbed me, and at times I have felt stranded, broke, and looking for a miracle.
Now, is this you?
Well,
this you on the cover of your book?
A friend was driving down the streets in New York, and she saw that picture and she took it. But that's really me. That's all of us. I feel.
Yeah.
We all been stranded, broke, and looking for a miracle.
That's deep.
We may not be on that particular state or corner, but that's us at one time.
Right.
That was me.
That's big of you to say that.
That was me.
That was you. And we've all felt that way. Just, I need help. I need this. I know I've certainly been there before in my life where I just felt like I needed help. And your book, Hope, how did you come up with that title?
How I came up with it. My life is full of hope. I don't know. That was a God thing, I believe. And then I realized how much hope I have had and am having, and that we all need hope.
Right. That is true.
And so that's where that came from. And I guess when I wrote the book, or started writing it, what gave me hope was when the woman came to visit me and she sang.
Yeah. Now, I know you're a first-time writer, right?
Yes.
And this is the first time you've published a book.
Yes.
What were those obstacles like, trying to get a book published?
Wow, they was challenging. I learned how to do it at first on mypublisher.com. A friend came all the way from Castle Rock to show me how to do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, to what's up with the mountains? Lookout Mountain.
Okay.
She came all the way down and showed me how to do it. And so it took me about a year to really put it together. And then I showed this man, he wanted to help me produce my book and stuff. And what he did, though, he tried to steal my book.
Oh, no.
He copyrighted my book in his name.
Are you serious?
I was angry. Because this is my life.
That's your baby.
You know, it's my life. And he copyrighted in his name, so I had to get rid of him. Yeah. And in the meantime, he stole a bit of money from me.
Wow. So, huge obstacles on trying to get this book published.
Yes. Yes.
It was almost stolen at a point.
Yes, yes. And he took my money, too.
Right. But it's here.
Yes, it is.
And it's yours.
Yes.
And this is Hope by Miss Paula Barlow.
Oh, yes.
Now, we only have a little bit more time left in the show. Just a little bit of time left. Could you sing? Okay, yeah, sure. Would you mind sharing another poem?
Yes. This poem I wrote when the woman came to visit me. And she sounded like an angel. And so I wrote, an angel came to sing her praise of God to me. It was so beautiful. I could see the beauty in her midst. Her beauty was like a rainbow of harps with the chords of heaven that vibrates God's love. In addition, each tone had its color that only God could grace. Colors like those I never felt before. When she sang, it was like God speaking to me. I saw him through her tone with each breath she took. For just that moment, it was like the wonders of the world. I felt him touch my soul through the vibrant tones she sang. And when she sang, her heart was beaming with grace to assure me again that God loves me unconditionally. A sinner's eye to be graced with so much beauty is only a godsend that only God could bestow. God loves me and us as he always has. From his first breath of life, he gave mankind. I am now in God's journey of carrying out his purpose, of which he designed for me to live with him now. And next, upon my demise, in the glorious city called heaven, where his love and eternal peace reigns forever. And that is why the angel sings her praise of God's never-ending love.
Thank you again, Miss Paula. That was so beautiful. True poetry. Well, I would just ask, how can someone get this amazing book, Hope?
Okay.
How can they contact you to get this and purchase this book?
Okay, well, they can do it a couple of ways. My website, www.paulabarlows.com.
Okay.
PaulaBarlows.com.
Okay.
And it's at the Word Bookstore, Bible Bookstore. It's going to be in the tattered cover.
Yes.
And I have it in one of the hospitals. And I'm working now on getting a place in other places.
Yeah, this book should be everywhere. Once again, as Miss Paula Barlow has shared her poems, this book, Hope by Miss Paula Barlow, it's her life on each page, and you feel so connected and encouraged when you read it. So make sure you contact Miss Paula at her website. Miss Paula, again, we want to thank you so much for coming on Real Talk. We truly appreciate you opening up and just sharing your life. Thank you again. We also want to thank all of our viewers out there for viewing again with us. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to vote. I'd like to also thank our crew that allows this great show to function. And to all of our viewers out there, you may feel like you are no one, but to me, you are someone trying to tell your story. Until next time, keep it real, y'all.